Have you ever dreamed of starting your own homestead but felt overwhelmed by the enormity of the task? Homesteading, a lifestyle of self-sufficiency, can seem like a colossal undertaking, especially when you're starting from scratch. It's not uncommon to feel like you're standing at the foot of a mountain, looking up at a summit shrouded in clouds of uncertainty. The dream of cultivating your own land, raising your own food, and building your own home can be hindered by common obstacles like lack of knowledge or fear of the unknown. Despite these, it's essential to remember that anyone, regardless of their background or skills, can start a homestead. It's not an exclusive club reserved for the agriculturally adept or the DIY master craftsman. It's a dream within reach, a journey anyone can embark on with the right guidance and determination. In this video, we will guide you through the process of starting your own homestead, breaking it down into simple, manageable steps. The first step to starting a homestead is planning. Now this might seem obvious, but you'd be surprised how many folks overlook this crucial stage. Planning is not just about deciding where to put your chicken coop or where to plant your tomatoes. It's about setting the foundation for your whole homesteading journey. Consider this. Would you embark on a cross-country road trip without a map or GPS? Of course not. The same applies to homesteading. You need a guide, a plan that outlines your journey from start to finish. Now let's talk about location. When you're selecting a place to set up your homestead, consider the climate, soil quality, water availability, and local regulations. These factors will greatly influence the type of homesteading you'll be able to do. Speaking of types, what kind of homestead do you envision? Do you see a sprawling farm with fields of grain and herds of livestock? Or perhaps a small, self-sufficient plot with a variety of fruits, vegetables, and a handful of chickens? There's no right or wrong answer here. It's your vision, your dream. But it's crucial to decide early on, as it will shape your plans and goals. And that brings us to budgeting. Ah, the dreaded B word. It's not the most exciting part of planning, but it's undeniably important. Setting a realistic budget will help you avoid overspending and keep you on track. Remember, homesteading is not a race. It's a journey that unfolds over time. Lastly, be realistic and set achievable goals. It's easy to get carried away with grand visions of a fully self-sufficient homestead. But remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. Start small, learn as you go, and gradually expand your homestead. Planning your homestead may seem daunting, but it's an exciting part of the journey. It's where your dream starts to take shape, where you lay the groundwork for the life you want to live. So take your time, do your research, and plan carefully. Remember, every great journey begins with a single step, and in homesteading, that step is planning. Once you've got a plan, it's time to prepare your land. Land preparation is a crucial step in your homesteading journey and involves a few key tasks. Let's dive in and explore them. The first step is clearing your land. This means removing any unwanted vegetation like weeds, shrubs, or even trees. But remember, don't be too hasty. Some of these plants might be beneficial to your homestead. For instance, trees can provide shade and windbreaks, and some shrubs might be a source of food or medicine. Once you've cleared your land, it's time to move on to tilling. Tilling is the process of breaking up and turning over the soil. This helps to mix organic matter into the soil, improve its structure, and promote healthy root growth. But be cautious. Over-tilling can damage the soil structure and lead to erosion. A good practice is to till only when necessary, for example, before planting a new crop. Soil testing is another critical step in land preparation. This involves taking samples of your soil and having them analyzed. The results will tell you about the nutrient content and pH level of your soil. This information is invaluable as it helps you understand what your soil needs to support the plants you plan to grow. Now let's touch on some tips for organic and sustainable land preparation. One method is green manuring. This involves growing a crop, often a legume, and then tilling it back into the soil. The decomposing plants add nutrients back into the soil, improving its fertility. Another method is crop rotation. This means changing the type of crop grown in a particular area each season. This practice helps to prevent soil depletion and disrupt pest cycles. Also, consider using natural methods for pest control. For instance, attracting beneficial insects or deploying chickens to your field as they can eat harmful bugs and their eggs. Remember, your goal is to work with nature, not against it. Proper land preparation lays the foundation for a successful homestead. So take your time, do your research, and make decisions that will benefit your land in the long run. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more homesteading tips and information. With your land prepared, you can now start planting and raising animals. This is where the magic happens, where you start to see your homesteading dreams come to life. Planting crops isn't just about sticking seeds in the ground, it's about understanding your soil, knowing when to plant, and nurturing your crops as they grow. Start with easy crops like lettuce, tomatoes, and radishes. These are not only simple to grow but also provide quick gratification, which can be a real morale booster. Then you can gradually work your way up to more challenging crops like corn or potatoes. As your skills improve, you'll learn to rotate crops to keep your soil healthy and productive. And you'll discover the joy of harvesting your own food, fresh from the garden. Now, let's talk about raising animals. This can be as simple or as complex as you make it. Chickens are a great place to start. They're relatively easy to care for, and they provide fresh eggs almost daily. Plus, their manure makes excellent fertilizer for your garden. If you're ready for a bigger challenge, consider goats or pigs. Goats can provide milk, cheese, and even fiber for spinning if you choose the right breed. Pigs, on the other hand, are excellent at turning kitchen scraps into high-quality protein. But here's the important part. Don't just focus on one or two types of crops or animals. Create a diverse ecosystem. Plant a variety of crops to keep your soil healthy and to provide a balanced diet for your family. Raise different types of animals to take advantage of their unique contributions. Each plant and animal species plays a role in your homestead's ecosystem. They help to keep pests in check, improve soil fertility, and provide a variety of foods for your table. So diversify your homestead, and you'll be rewarded with resilience and abundance. Remember, a diverse homestead is a resilient homestead. Building and maintenance are key aspects of homesteading. Imagine your homestead as a living, breathing entity. It grows and evolves just like you. And just like you, it needs care and attention to thrive. That's where building and maintenance come into play. Let's talk about building first. It's not just about erecting a barn or a chicken coop. It's about creating structures that are sustainable, functional, and cost-effective. It's about understanding the needs of your land, your plants, and your animals, and designing structures that meet these needs. For example, when building a barn, consider its placement in relation to the sun and wind. This can help with natural ventilation and temperature control. Similarly, when constructing a chicken coop, keep in mind the size of your flock, the predators in your area, and the ease of cleaning. Now, you don't need to be a master carpenter to build these structures. There are plenty of resources available that provide step-by-step guides for beginners. And remember, it's okay to make mistakes. They're part of the learning process. Next, let's delve into maintenance. Regular maintenance is crucial to keep your homestead running smoothly. Think of it as a preventative measure that saves you time, money, and stress in the long run. Maintenance includes tasks like repairing fences, checking for leaks in roofs, inspecting for signs of pests, and keeping your tools in good working condition. It's about being proactive and addressing small issues before they become big problems. Moreover, maintenance isn't just about fixing things. It's also about improving and upgrading. Maybe you want to add insulation to your barn, or install a rainwater collection system. These improvements not only enhance the functionality of your homestead, but also promote sustainability. In conclusion, building and maintenance are more than just chores. They're opportunities to learn, grow, and make your homestead a reflection of your values and vision. With the right skills and a little elbow grease, you can create a homestead that will stand the test of time. Finally, remember that you're not alone in this journey. Homesteading is not a solitary endeavor. It thrives on the camaraderie and shared wisdom of a community. There's a vast network of homesteaders, both near and far, ready to lend a helping hand or offer a nugget of advice. Engage with local communities, attend farmers markets or agricultural fairs. These gatherings offer a wealth of knowledge and a chance to forge meaningful connections. Join online forums and social media groups dedicated to homesteading. These platforms are a goldmine of information, brimming with tips, tricks, and shared experiences from homesteaders around the globe. Don't hesitate to seek help. Every homesteader, from the seasoned veteran to the wide-eyed newbie, has faced challenges and sought advice. There's no shame in not knowing. The shame lies in not seeking to learn. By connecting with others, you can learn from their experiences and avoid common pitfalls. Remember, we're all in this together, growing, learning, and thriving as a community. Before we wrap things up, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Your support is what keeps us going, allowing us to create more content about homesteading and share the knowledge that we've gathered. By subscribing, you'll ensure that you don't miss out on any of our future videos. We aim to cover every aspect of this lifestyle, from the basics of starting your own homestead to the finer points of cultivation and animal rearing. So don't forget to click that bell icon for notifications. Thank you for watching, and as always, happy homesteading.